So this video is about hate your mother, pussy, and your father, prick, right? Because even if you hate, right? Even if you hate, right? Even if somebody hate the Muslim religion, for example, right? The belief system, and I make no apologies for saying this, is still superior to yours, right? I could hate Islam if I want to hate Islam. I can hate Vedic Hinduism if I want to hate Vedic Hinduism. The fact is, it's still superior to the Christian religion, right? It's still superior to the Christian religion and the belief structure, right? So, earlier in the British monarchy, you could whisper, shitspa, right? Into my ears how much all you hate Islam and black people, how much all you want, right? Hear what, right? Their belief structure, right? Islam belief structure is still superior to Christianity belief structure. And I make no apologies for saying it. And I will debate that till the end of time. And I could debate that till the end of time. I say I could debate that till the end of time. I wouldn't be doing it, but I could. Because it's true. Right? Because it's true. And nobody died for my sins. I don't come here and spark up a debate, right, Logan? I don't come here and spark up a me with Jaram Kisun, right? I know your message. I know you cool and calm and you normal. You're like literally the best, one of the best talking person I ever come across in my life, despite never having met you, right? You're real normal. You're real cool. That's why I could just talk normal with you, right? Without having to bring up a whole freaking scene, right? But damn thing where I was a freaking response to real fuckery, unbelievable level of fuckery, right? And use the only person that can sit around and talk to normal like this because that the energy you just bring to me now, right? That the energy you just bring to me when you talking. Let's talk and let's talk, right? And use the coolest and calmest person I ever freaking meet, right? Well, never in person, but online now in this online sickening spiritual community, right? This disgusting freaking spiritual community, right? Use the coolest, calmest Logan Pyatt, right? The calmest, coolest, normal, chill person I ever freaking meet, maybe in my life. Maybe my whole life, right? So that's why I could sit around and tell you, hey, that thing, it wasn't no freaking debate I debated. I responded to real freaking dirty attacks on me. Not even religion, the boil into my whole physical appearance, to everything physical about me, right? That and religion and too dirty for white, this, that, and the other, and all kind of shit, like real freaking, right? Day and night, 24 freaking 7, right? So this thing is larger than a freaking debate, boy, right? It has to do with the white fucking subconscious, their brain cells, right? Or whoever it is doing the shit, right? The brain cells, right? That's what it has to do with. It has to do with biology, right? It's more than religion. It had to do with the biology of the white freaking brain. Right? That is what I had to do with. Because I really fed up on this. And it ending soon, right? Let me just hope it ending soon. Right? Because I really fed up on this. Right? And that's what I'm telling you, right? It's not no debate. I just be debating because I don't want to have these debates. I could. But I don't want to do it no more. Right? Because I know, and I always know religious debate do ever make sense. Right? Since I'm small. That's why I leave out religion and things since I'm small. And these people just come and rope me back into this thing. Right? And it become, a religion is no sin. Right? I could navigate that. But the thing is, when I start to do the personal freaking attacks, boy. Right? And that's why I say it's beyond that religious debate. Always be talking about. These people do one large scale fucking dirty ass attack on me. And I don't do them thing to people. So I don't know how I get that. I don't be that way with anybody I ever meet. I never be that way with somebody. Right? As one of the person who, and always supposed to know, as one of the person, everybody, right? There's just be chill and normal with everybody. Right? And that religion thing, it come to a personal fucking attack on me. And that's why I respond to I hate it. Right? I hate it. Right? And that's how I respond back in a like manner. Right? So how you talking chill and calm, I can have a conversation with you in that way. right? But when these things start to happen like that, right? Now that different freaking scenario, boy, right? That different scenario, right? Things get real different. Things real change. And I will never be the same person again, right? I'll never be the same person again because, you know what, right? I don't take them kind of thing lightly, right? I don't take them kind of thing lightly. You see them infiltration energy and them kind of personal attack when I ain't doing one shit to deserve that. I don't know where them thing coming from. And if they claim is alright, I want to address this issue next time we're talking, right? The issue about reincarnation, right? Because you talk big on that, and if it is, right, and the Christian belief system, I think they believe or they just promote that this is we only life. So if this is we only life, what on earth, right, I do to deserve damn kind of nasty ass freaking attacks on me that boil down to personal? And I having to respond back in like manner. I drag myself down to the ground, having to respond to these people because that's the only way it getting out of my system. The voice is coming out when I attack them back the way they attack me. Respond in a like manner. The Quran say that, right? Respond in a like manner when you face with injustice, right? The Quran say that, right? And that's the only way them voice is coming out, right? When I attack them back in the like manner. Because I know somebody, I go and sit down and let them thing happen. Because I know, hey, all the philosophy and all the teaching is this way on the life. Meaning that I ain't do nothing to deserve that shit. So this way only life, me ain't do nothing to deserve that shit. Right? So we just talking, right? Because at the end of the day, this has nothing to do with you, right? There's the whole international. You know when this attack happened, right? This happened when I was in Freeport and I was taking in your videos and decoding myself, right? I was taking in your videos on the Decode Your Reality channel, right? And I was started to decode myself, right? And that's when that whole attack started, right? Because I was decoding myself and understanding, following that little guidance you give. Because I take on a certain order, I focus on myself. I say, hey, well, I die my trainer taught too. I was like, finally, right? A decoding person, right? Who have my trainer taught, right? A decoding person who have my trainer taught. And I like that. And I adhere to your standard of decoding and thing, right? And I was like, hey, well, let me just decode myself, right? And because you see, once you start to know yourself now, right? And this is the thing, once you start to know yourself, right? Every freaking body in the world can attack you, right? And the sad part about it, right? But the sad part is that boil down to personal freaking attack. How you looking, how dirty it is, all them things. On me, Vijay Ramkisuna, I never do that to nobody. And they're coming straight from the British monarchy, right? Because I know their voices. I feel like I probably had past life with these people, right? And this is what I realized with the situation now, right? I know I had past life with these people, right? And I feel like these people just be following me all over in every freaking lifetime to do the same shit to me. Every single thing in this life was a fucking Christian attack on me. Every single step of the way. And it comes going straight up to the British monarchy. And I really can't stand that, boy. So all you could adjust something on your channel, but all you have the platform. I have one view on my YouTube channel. I have one view. And nobody even seen my content. I have one view. All you have the platform. I don't know why you don't be talking about these things. All you have the platform, but all you want to remain neutral. This is my conversation with all you. All you have the platform. Same thing with Mark Passio. He know that there's MK Ultra people from our side, but he gets start talking about, hey, it's a race problem that we have. He can say it's a MK Ultra government problem. This is what I don't understand. All you have the platform. Before they say it's a white racist problem against colored people, right? You're saying, oh, you're blaming everything else to avoid all yourself getting in trouble. Why are you still doing this? To avoid getting all yourself in trouble and all yourself in so-called hot water to save all your reputation, boy. All you still, instead of coming and saying British government is slavery, instead of coming and saying MK Ultra, the white racist MK Ultra programs, KKK programs is the freaking problem. Instead of saying that, all you finding all kind of ways to act neutral and you know was the source of the problem. All you know the white freaking elite is the source of the problem. Just say the word. Just say the word. Just speak the word, please. Right? These people tormented me 4 years now. These people tormented me 4 years now. Or they think I want to come here looking like some fucking mad lady? These people tormented me 4 fucking years now. I don't want to come here looking like this. I don't want to come here talking like this. Or they think if I go to a fucking psychologist, they're going to solve a problem of British elite fucking white KKK racists around the world. It's not going to solve the problem. I can spend all my freaking money on a psychologist if I want. I don't even care. I don't even care. But it's not going to solve the problem of white elite KKK fucking racist elites that run in the freaking show and doing what they want via direct energy weapons, MKL people, MK Ultra and people from a side. It's not going to solve the problem. It's not going to solve the freaking problem. So that's why I'm asking people with the freaking platforms to talk about it. British colonial government is slavery. British monarchy is slavery. Vatican is slavery. Right? We are not neutral because neutrality is injustice. I am not neutral because neutrality is injustice. Say that. I am not neutral because neutrality is injustice. There's a problem of white elite racists in the world that needs to be eradicated. There is a problem called white elite racism in the world and it needs to be eradicated. I am not neutral because neutrality is injustice. Repeat that in all your freaking head. I am not neutral because neutrality is injustice. There's a group of white elite KKK racists running the world and it goes beyond government and it needs to be annihilated. Say that. Say that. Right? We're just talking. Right? But always you want with the platform. Always remember that. I have one view.